Outlander star Sam Heughan has once again become the center of a media storm, this time over a mysterious woman seen by his side during a quiet evening out in London. Fans are losing their minds after new photos surfaced showing the Scottish heartthrob sharing laughs, smiles, and what looked like a private dinner with a stunning brunette, sparking immediate speculation that Sam may finally have a new love in his life. Eyewitnesses reportedly saw the pair dining at an upscale restaurant tucked away in the city's trendy Soho district. Dressed casually in a dark jacket and jeans, Sam appeared relaxed and at ease, while his rumored companion kept things chic yet understated. The two seemed completely absorbed in conversation, occasionally leaning close and exchanging warm smiles, enough to send fans into a frenzy across social media. After dinner, the duo were reportedly seen taking a walk along the Thames, keeping things low-key but undeniably affectionate. One fan who spotted them described the scene as effortlessly romantic, like something straight out of Outlander. Within hours, the internet was ablaze with theories about the woman's identity. Some fans believe she may be a fellow actor, while others suspect she could be someone from outside the entertainment world. Perhaps someone Sam has been quietly seeing away from the spotlight. Heughan, known for keeping his personal life extremely private, has yet to comment on the photos or the growing rumors. Over the years, he's been linked to several co-stars and models, though none of the speculation has ever been confirmed. His on-screen chemistry with Catriona Balfe continues to fuel fan fantasies, but the actress has long been married, making this latest sighting all the more intriguing for those following Sam's off-screen story. Adding fuel to the fire, entertainment insiders have hinted that this isn't the first time Sam's been seen with the same woman. Reports suggest they may have been spotted together at a private event in Edinburgh just weeks ago, though no photos emerged at the time. Now, with new images circulating online, the whispers of a real romance are impossible to ignore. Fans have flooded X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram with emotional reactions, some thrilled at the idea of Sam finding happiness, others playfully heartbroken to see their favorite Scotsman potentially off the market. One fan wrote, "If Sam Heughan is dating, I hope she knows how lucky she is," while another joked, "My heart just broke in Scottish Gaelic." Whether this was a friendly dinner or the start of something serious remains a mystery, but one thing is certain. Sam Heughan knows how to keep fans guessing. With Outlander nearing its final chapters and his film career booming, this possible new romance could mark a fresh and exciting chapter in his life, both on and off the screen. And as one insider teased, Sam's finally smiling again. Maybe love has something to do with it.
The quiet town of Newton Stewart has been thrown into the spotlight after Outlander heartthrob Sam Heughan made a jaw-dropping move that nobody saw coming. In a stunning twist that blends celebrity power with Scotland's proud whiskey tradition, Heughan has officially taken ownership of the Newton Stewart distillery, leaving both fans and locals buzzing with excitement. The local council has already hailed the investment as a major win for the community. But the bigger question lingers: what does this bold step mean for the future of Heughan's ever-expanding empire? The news that Outlander star Sam Heughan has purchased the historic Newton Stewart distillery has sent ripples of excitement and shockwaves of surprise throughout Scotland and beyond. Known across the world for portraying Jamie Fraser in the hit Starz series, Heughan has long been associated with Scotland's cultural pride, from its sweeping landscapes to its deep whiskey heritage. Yet few could have predicted that the actor would step into the whiskey industry in such a bold and decisive way. By taking ownership of Newton Stewart Distillery, he has not only secured a foothold in one of Scotland's most treasured traditions, but also made a powerful statement about his ambitions beyond acting. The move has been greeted with warm approval from the local council, who see it as a lifeline and an investment that will bring both economic growth and global attention to the region. For fans, it is another reason to rally behind their beloved star, who has continually used his fame to bring withability and pride to his homeland. Sam Heughan is no stranger to the whiskey world. His Sassenach Spirits brand, launched a few years ago, quickly became a success story that bridged celebrity branding with authentic Scottish craftsmanship. What started as a personal venture has grown into a recognizable label that has earned awards and praise from critics and fans alike. The purchase of Newton Stewart Distillery is therefore a natural next step, but its boldness lies in the fact that he is taking over an entire production facility rather than simply lending his name to a product. This is not a vanity project. It is a declaration that Heughan intends to shape the whiskey world with his own vision, and Newton Stewart will now serve as the foundation for that dream. The Council of Newton Stewart has embraced this move with open arms. In recent years, the town, like many others across Scotland, has faced economic challenges. A global star investing in the heart of the community is not only a financial boost, but also a morale lifter for locals who are proud to see their hometown shine on the world stage. Officials have already spoken out about how Heughan's involvement will create jobs, drive tourism, and inject energy into the cultural and social life of the region. For a council that has been trying to attract investment and rejuvenate local industries, having Sam Heughan as a partner is nothing short of a miracle. The town is buzzing with hope, and the distillery, once seen as a modest producer, is now poised to become a landmark destination for whiskey lovers across the globe. To understand the magnitude of this move, one must appreciate how whiskey is not merely a drink in Scotland, but a cultural emblem woven into the fabric of its history. For centuries, Scotch whiskey has been a point of pride, a craft passed down through generations, and a symbol of Scotland's resilience and artistry. By purchasing Newton Stewart Distillery, Heughan has inserted himself into this lineage in a meaningful way. His celebrity status means that whiskey from Newton Stewart will not only be consumed locally or nationally, but will reach international markets with a powerful story behind it. Fans of Outlander, who already connect Heughan with Scotland's past and present, will undoubtedly rally to support this new venture. In this sense, his investment is not only financial, but cultural, ensuring that the distillery becomes a bridge between Scotland's traditions and the modern global stage. The reaction from fans online has been nothing short of electric. Social media erupted with excitement as news spread, with thousands expressing pride in Heughan's decision to give back to his roots. Many noted that the move feels in line with his character Jamie Fraser's devotion to Scotland in Outlander, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. For fans, the purchase is not just business, it is personal. They see their beloved actor investing in his homeland, creating something tangible that they can one day visit, taste, and celebrate. In a world where celebrity business ventures often feel detached or opportunistic, Heughan's acquisition of Newton Stewart Distillery feels deeply authentic, a continuation of his personal and professional journey.
Economically, the benefits could be transformative. A distillery operated under the vision of Sam Heughan is bound to attract not only whiskey enthusiasts, but also tourists, Outlander fans, and international media attention. Newton Stewart is suddenly on the map in a way it never has been before. Hotels, restaurants, and local shops will feel the ripple effects as visitors flock to the area. Tourism boards are already preparing to incorporate the distillery into Scotland's whiskey trail, promising an influx of international visitors eager to connect with both the spirit and the star behind it. This is the kind of boost that small towns often dream of, but rarely achieve. The local council's embrace of the move speaks to its long-term potential. They see in Heughan not only an investor, but an ambassador for their town. His global platform ensures that Newton Stewart will be spoken of in conversations across continents. Already, interviews and news articles are highlighting the purchase, transforming what might have been a niche business story into global entertainment news. For Newton Stewart, this is free publicity that no amount of local campaigning could have achieved. The council's statements of support reveal a deep understanding that this is about more than whiskey. It is about identity, pride, and the chance to build a future with Heughan as a central figure. What makes this story even more compelling is the alignment of Heughan's brand with Scotland's cultural essence. For years, he has carefully crafted an image that embodies Scottish tradition while reaching global audiences. Whether through his acting, his fitness book, or his spirit line, he has maintained a consistent message of celebrating Scotland's heritage. Now, with the purchase of Newton Stewart Distillery, he takes this narrative to its most authentic conclusion. Whiskey is not just part of Scotland's culture, it is one of its greatest ambassadors. In aligning himself so directly with it, Heughan ensures that his personal legacy will forever be intertwined with Scotland's story. But bold moves come with big expectations. Whiskey making is not a simple enterprise. It is an art that requires patience, precision, and decades of dedication. While Heughan brings celebrity, vision, and resources, the real test will come in the years ahead as Newton Stewart Distillery adapts under his leadership. Fans and whiskey lovers alike will be eager to see whether the products live up to Scotland's high standards. Industry experts are already speculating about the future of the distillery under Heughan's ownership. Will he innovate with new blends and creative expressions, or will he remain loyal to traditional methods? Will Newton Stewart become known for luxury single malts that rival the greats, or for more approachable blends aimed at a global market? Whatever the answers, the spotlight is firmly on Heughan now. As with all great whiskey stories, the tale of Sam Heughan and Newton Stewart will unfold slowly, with time being the ultimate judge. But the first chapter has been written with thunderous impact, capturing the imagination of fans, energizing the town, and redefining Heughan's career. What began as a bold business move has already grown into a cultural moment, a whiskey shockwave that has the potential to reshape not only the fortunes of Newton Stewart Distillery, but also the way celebrity investments are viewed in Scotland. For locals, it's a lifeline. For fans, it's a dream realized. And for Heughan, it is the beginning of an extraordinary new journey. The news has made it clear that Sam Heughan is not content to simply rest on the success of his acting career. He is building something bigger, something lasting, something that will outlive the years he spends on screen. With Newton Stewart Distillery in his hands, he now holds a piece of Scotland's heart, and he has promised to treat it with respect, vision, and pride. As the world watches, one thing is certain. The story of Sam Heughan and his whiskey legacy is only just beginning, and it promises to be as thrilling and unforgettable as any role he has ever played. When news broke that Sam Heughan, the internationally adored star of Outlander, had taken ownership of the Newton Stewart Distillery, it was as though a spark had been set off in both the whiskey world and the entertainment industry. The announcement sent waves of surprise through fans, industry insiders, and locals in the small Scottish town that is suddenly on the lips of people across the globe. Known for his role as Jamie Fraser, a Highland warrior who symbolizes strength, tradition, and unyielding loyalty to Scotland, Heughan has now taken a bold leap from acting into the world of whiskey making. With this move, he has tied his personal legacy even more tightly to Scotland's most treasured cultural export, and sparked a conversation about what happens when a Hollywood star dives headfirst into one of the country's oldest and proudest industries. Sam Heughan's relationship with whiskey did not begin with Newton Stewart. His entrepreneurial streak surfaced years ago with the launch of the Sassenach Spirits, a blended Scotch whiskey that took the world by storm and quickly collected awards. The Sassenach became a symbol of his ability to combine celebrity influence with authentic Scottish heritage, offering a drink that was not just marketable because of his name, but respected because of its quality. It was clear even then that Heughan was not dabbling for the sake of appearances. He wanted to build something real, something that would endure. But taking control of an entire distillery marks a completely different level of ambition, one that goes beyond branding and into shaping the future of Scotch whiskey itself. The Newton Stewart Distillery, with its long-standing history and ties to the local community, is more than just a business acquisition. For the people of the town, it is a landmark, a source of identity, and now, thanks to Heughan's investment, a beacon of hope. The council's warm reception of the deal speaks volumes about its potential impact. For years, local councils across rural Scotland have fought to keep their communities thriving amid economic shifts, depopulation, and the pressures of modern industry. To have a figure like Heughan step in is not just an economic boost, it is a morale boost. The council has already hailed the move as a turning point, a chance to create new jobs, attract global tourists, and ensure that Newton Stewart is not only preserved, but celebrated. For Sam Heughan, this is not a vanity project designed to capitalize on his fame. He has often spoken of his deep pride in his homeland, of his desire to tell Scotland's story both on screen and off. Through his acting career, his fitness ventures, and his whiskey brand, he has positioned himself as both a global star and a cultural ambassador. Now, with Newton Stewart Distillery, he has taken on a responsibility that is both daunting and exhilarating. Whiskey is more than a product. It is a legacy, a craft honed through centuries, a story distilled into every bottle. By stepping into this world, Heughan is making a promise not just to his fans, but to Scotland itself, that he will honor its traditions, preserve its craft, and help carry it forward into a new era. The reactions from fans around the world have been electric. On social media, platforms lit up with posts celebrating the boldness of the move. Many fans remarked that the purchase feels like a natural extension of his on-screen persona, Jamie Fraser, who epitomizes loyalty to the Highlands and its traditions. The blurred line between Heughan's fictional hero and his real-life decisions only deepens the emotional resonance of this story. Fans see more than a business deal. They see their favorite star anchoring himself even more firmly in the soil of his homeland. Many are already planning pilgrimages to Newton Stewart, eager to see the distillery for themselves, to taste the whiskey that carries Heughan's stamp, and to feel part of the journey he has embarked upon. Industry experts, too, have been quick to weigh in on the bold gamble. The whiskey world is not easily impressed by celebrity names alone, but Heughan has already earned credibility through the Sassenach spirits. Now, with the distillery under his wing, he has the opportunity to prove himself as a true player in the industry. Experts speculate on what direction he might take. Will he lean into tradition, producing classic single malts that reflect the timeless essence of Scotch whiskey? Or will he innovate, experimenting with new blends and aging processes that appeal to a modern global palate? Whichever path he chooses, one fact is certain: every decision will be scrutinized, every release will be anticipated, and the success or failure of Newton Stewart under his leadership will be a story watched closely across the industry. The cultural significance of this move cannot be overstated. Whiskey in Scotland is more than a drink. It is history in liquid form. Each distillery carries stories of the land, the people, and the centuries of craftsmanship that built Scotland's identity. For a Hollywood star to step into this lineage is unprecedented, and it raises fascinating questions about how tradition and celebrity will merge. Will Heughan's global fame help carry Newton Stewart whiskey into markets that smaller distilleries struggle to reach? Will his involvement breathe new life into the narrative of Scotch whiskey, making it accessible to younger generations who might otherwise see it as old-fashioned? These are the stakes of his bold gamble, and they reveal just how daring this move really is. Economically, the ripple effects are already being calculated. Newton Stewart itself stands to gain from increased tourism, as Heughan's name alone has the power to draw visitors from across the globe. The local hospitality industry, from hotels to restaurants to gift shops, will likely feel the benefits of this influx. Scotland's whiskey tourism has long been a cornerstone of its economy, and adding a distillery linked to an international celebrity will only intensify the draw. For the local council, this is a dream scenario, one that promises not just immediate jobs at the distillery, but long-term economic growth for the entire region. The story also plays into the larger narrative of celebrity entrepreneurship. In recent years, countless stars have launched their own alcohol brands, from tequila to gin to whiskey. But what sets Heughan apart is the authenticity of his connection to the product. Unlike many celebrities who attach their name to a pre-existing brand, Heughan has put his heart into building something from the ground up.
The purchase of Newton Stewart solidifies his commitment and distinguishes him from others whose ventures may feel opportunistic or detached. This is not about cashing in on a trend, it is about planting roots in the soil of his homeland and ensuring that his legacy is tied to Scotland's most iconic export. For locals in Newton Stewart, the move is personal. Many residents have spoken with pride about the new spotlight shining on their town. For years, they have carried the heritage of whiskey quietly without the global recognition that larger distilleries receive. Now, thanks to Heughan's involvement, they have a reason to celebrate and a story to tell. The idea that visitors from America, Europe, and beyond will soon be flocking to Newton Stewart because of their distillery fills them with excitement and pride. It is not just about economics, it is about identity, about seeing their small community recognized on a global stage. There is also a poetic quality to this story, as though it were destined to happen. Sam Heughan, whose career has been built on embodying the spirit of Scotland, is now literally bottling that spirit and sharing it with the world. His bold gamble with Newton Stewart Distillery ties together his acting, his entrepreneurship, and his cultural ambassadorship into one seamless narrative. It is a story that captures the imagination because it feels both surprising and inevitable. Of course, the star who has made millions fall in love with the Highlands would one day own a piece of its whiskey heritage. Of course, the actor who embodies strength and loyalty on screen would channel those same qualities into preserving a distillery and giving it new life.
His global platform ensures that Newton Stewart will be spoken of in conversations across continents. Already, interviews and news articles are highlighting the purchase, transforming what might have been a niche business story into global entertainment news. For Newton Stewart, this is free publicity that no amount of local campaigning could have achieved. The council's statements of support reveal a deep understanding that this is about more than whiskey. It is about identity, pride, and the chance to build a future with Heughan as a central figure. What makes this story even more compelling is the alignment of Heughan's brand with Scotland's cultural essence. For years, he has carefully crafted an image that embodies Scottish tradition while reaching global audiences. Whether through his acting, his fitness book, or his spirit line, he has maintained a consistent message of celebrating Scotland's heritage. Now, with the purchase of Newton Stewart Distillery, he takes this narrative to its most authentic conclusion. Whiskey is not just part of Scotland's culture, it is one of its greatest ambassadors. In aligning himself so directly with it, Heughan ensures that his personal legacy will forever be intertwined with Scotland's story. But bold moves come with big expectations. Whiskey making is not a simple enterprise. It is an art that requires patience, precision, and decades of dedication. While Heughan brings celebrity, vision, and resources, the real test will come in the years ahead as Newton Stewart Distillery adapts under his leadership. Fans and whiskey lovers alike will be eager to see whether the products live up to Scotland's high standards. Industry experts are already speculating about the future of the distillery under Heughan's ownership. Will he innovate with new blends and creative expressions,